Welcome to the part 8 of Build Custom ROM series, and in this series we are going to study the building flags and GMS flags and other few things to spicing up our knowledge on the custom ROM building series. Well, you can see Tech Karan YouTube here. Like I said in the previous one, please check him out. He's reviewed many ROMs, so if you want to have basic knowledge of how custom ROM is, go and check Tech Karan out on YouTube. We have to begin by going to the Rising OS website. Sorry, not the website, the Rising OS GitHub. So just search Rising OS GitHub and go to their manifest page, which is the 100 page, like I showed you in the previous videos, one of the playlists. So when we scroll down here, let me just make it a big window so that I can see everything. So now when I click on the topics here and click on the building flags, and then let me come down here. Well, building flags is basically you are instructing the compiler to do certain specific things, you understand. So for example, a compiler might compile the ROM without adding the maintainer if it doesn't know the maintainer info and then the chipset. So this one is actually to invoke certain features to come pre-installed, something like that. So let's look at the let's understand the building flags and then where we need to add them. Here, if you check this place, we have the inherit what lineage OS vendor stuff. So this is basically asking you to inherit this common food.mk. So yeah, you need to place this in your device.mk, and then we saw this one in the device.mk, so no need to actually worry about it. So when we come to the building flags, if in case this is not in your device.mk, please add this in your device.mk. Let's come to the building flags. Well, in the building flags, we need to add it in this. It's in one of these. Okay, so you can see it is in rising device.mk. So my device is Samsung Galaxy A52. So it means when I go into my device tree, I should look for rising device.mk. But there is no rising device.mk. The reason is because we are using lineage trees and there's no rising trees for my phone, which means I need to convert lineage trees to rising trees. You understand? But because Rising is based on lineage OS, I can just use the lineage without needing to convert it. But I'll do a video showing you how to convert it for another ROM so that you have a taste of both. You have a taste for default lineage OS trees and how you need to convert it. So let's begin by following what the Rising OS says by the example. So you just have to copy this one. You have to copy these two. So this is actually, you have to read this to understand it, you understand. So with this added, you see your device, your chipset, which is your processor, and then here you just add your name, then you kind of show off as a maintainer for the ROM. So let's just copy this one like this, and then let me come to the server. So in the server here, let's go to files, and then let's open into our Rising OS folder. And in this Rising OS folder, we go to device tree, we go to Samsung, we go to A52 kill. So A52 kill, which is the code name of my device. And let me come to lineage A52 kill.mk, and let me scroll to the bottom, and then here I need to edit it. So you can add it anywhere you want to add it. I want to add it to the at the bottom side. So let me just do hashtag and do rising info. The hashtag here isn't going to do anything. It's actually for me to know what kind of code is there. So here rising info actually telling me that this one, if you go to the settings of Rising OS, you see Snapdragon 720G, which is what I'm about to type. So whatever you type here will show up after you build the ROM. So Snapdragon 720G, and then I want to actually put my name hashtag as the maintainer. So there you can do this. In other ROMs, the way you do it is different. So how do you know the way you do it is different? It's basically easy. So let me just show you by showing off the evolution X method. So if you come to the evolution X method, well, the way you can find it is you have to search evolution X devices. So you search evolution X Y X devices, then GitHub. So I'm just demonstrating how it looks like on other ROMs. Instead of Rising OS, it is just straight. You need to add it in the device or MK. So let's go into this official device and let's see something. You can see they has evolution, overlay evolution, and in the overlay evolution, this is the device code name, and then settings and overlay. And if you go into it, you can see that the person have the res values, and if you go to string.xml, you can see that the person added this xml, the xml that shows his maintainer name as a maintainer, and then showed his donating url, and then the telegram link to his if you want to link message him as a telegram. So if you put this one in your overlay evolution, this folder is not going to be existing in your device or MK. So you need to create the folder and then your device code name. So in case I'm building evolution X, mine will be this one, A52Q settings overlay rest value, and then string dot. You have to create this from scratch yourself. After you have done that, you need to declare it inside your device or MK. So if you come to your device or MK, you need to declare what you did back there. So let's come here. You can see that the guy, he declared the files. Let me scroll here. So you need to declare it in a device package overlays. Here it says product packages, and he declared it like this, lavender system overlay. And I couldn't basically see a declaration here. So I think because it's an official build. So when we check my friend's repo, let me just give you a glance of it. You can see that he declared it in the device package overlay in the overlay evolution. So that one it will go back to this overlay evolution here, and then it's going to go into all this directory and go to the evolution string, and then this maintainer name, and then the telegram channel. So you see, this is how it works for other ROMs. So all you have to do is to look for official device list. So if you go through the official device list and then you do that, so it depends on any ROM and the kind of maintainer that you want to how you want to add the maintainer. So also there are many ways to do that, but this is a core ways to do it, a core way to do it. So you have to keep that in mind. So for Rising OS, all you have to do is to copy this one, for example, like this, and then you just have to open and then paste it here. So we have done that already. So the next thing we have to be doing here is to make sure if we want a target enable blur. And well, I like blur, but my hardware is not strong enough to be running it. I can disable it whenever I want. So I can just copy this one, for example, and go back here and I'll paste it. Sorry for the sound. So I want to make it different. So I'll just do this. So I want it to come to a new line at the bottom here. Then I'll just say I'll do hashtag settings blur. This actually for me, maybe you can choose not to do any of this. I just want to make my code neat and understandable. So setting blur, I want it to be true. And then launcher, I'll also like to do the launcher. I love pixel launcher, so I'll just do the launcher like this. So let me come back to my so here I am. I just copy this one to. So that's all for the building flags. All you have to do is the Rising package vanilla OSP. If you want a vanilla build without Google Apps, then good for you. Basically, Google Apps are the Play Store, Google Photos, Google Messages, Google Dialer. So if you do vanilla build, you are not going to get all the Google Apps. So you have to flash the Google Apps manually. And I don't want that. I want to do that differently, which brings us to the GMS flag. So let me just do the GMS flags identifier here. This is just a comment, okay? So you don't need to worry about it. I said it many times already. So I want the GMS flags. The GMS flags actually, I want Google Apps. So let me just copy this and let me paste it in here. You get it? So with just this one is going to give you all the Google applications. So the launcher option here, you can see that I didn't put the right launcher. Don't worry, I'll change it. So let me come back to this page. So since I'm at this page now, let me come to core GMS. I want the target core GMS, which will give me a very little Google app. It's not going to bloat my system with a lot of Google apps. You understand? Or also you can choose to just use with GMS true, so that it will be able to build all the Google app for you if you want pixel features. That doesn't mean that core GMS also doesn't give you pixel features, but you can customize the core GMS to have more of the favorite GMS that you want. So let's go back here and keep adding in our builds. So yeah, I want core extras. So the core extras will add these things to your this one. So I want all of this. So you just have to copy it like this. So just give a new space and put it down there. Now let's come back to our GMS flag. So GMS flag is this one, like I said, I explained earlier about the building flags. So this one will first will tell the compiler to build with GMS flags, to build with Google Apps for us. You understand? So if you come to the Pixel Launcher here, I love Pixel Launcher, like I said earlier. So let me just copy the Pixel Launcher, and then let me just minimize this. And then here, I'm just going to remove this camera thing, and then I'll just do Control V, and then this replaces it. So in case you want the camera application, in case you want the camera application to come with you want it to come with a camera application, all you have to do is go back there and then go to the building flag. It says disable, it says default is false. So target enable this one, sorry, it's this one. So target no camera product, you can just set it to true, so that it will give you a camera, because the default is false. So if you want it to be true, just go back there and put true, so that it will build with a camera application for you. So let me just put a space in here, and I want to do another hashtag camera for easy identification. This one is just a comment, so don't look at it like that. So here you can see we have all our flags. We have the maintainer. I want it to come with blur. I also want it to come with the camera. I want it to come with Pixel Launcher and some core GMS stuff. So here I will customize the GMS to have more GMS flags if I want. So here, in case you want to customize it, well, you need to understand certain aspects. But since you are willing to build a ROM, you really want to go inside it, just come to the vendor. And if you come to vendor, you go to GMS. And if you go to GMS, you can come to the product. But because we are using core gaps, if you come to the common here and then you come to common vendor, you click on this one, you just scroll down, you can see that we will have our GMS flags here. Just scroll down. So here, there you go. So here, if you check here, it says this is an if statement trying to explain what this flag should do. So the flag targets core GMS if it is true. If you check my this place, I said what target core GMS to be true. You understand? So if the target core GMS is true, if the target core GMS is true, then it's going to install all these Google apps for us. In case you want a certain Google app that is not in this list, kindly just add it. You understand? You have to make sure we have this backward slash here, and the last one shouldn't have a backward slash. So backward slash is actually a separator to tell them this is a different product, this is different, this is different, so that it will not give you an error with that. You understand? So it says target core GMS extras. If the extra 2 is set to true, then it means it has to build it, all these ones also. So you have to put the ones you want to add. You understand? In case you don't know where to find them, which one you want to add, well, you can just clone another let's say maybe if I clone evolution x repo like this, you can just clone evolution x repo, and then the ones you want to add them, then you just not add them. If you add them here, you need to add the APK. So let me show you where the location for the APK is. If you come to the proprietary here, you come to system ext, you come to apps or private privileged app. That's when you see it. So when I come to apps, you see I have some GMS apps here. Also, when I come to private apps, privileged app, I have some of the GMS also here. Nexus launcher is actually Pixel launcher. If your Pixel launcher is kind of not stable, you can replace it with a stable Pixel launcher. But I'm not saying it's not stable. Ryzen OS have everything working nice. We have Google feedback, and that's not all. You can see the GMS flag were plenty, and all we saw was just a little one. Let's come to the proprietary again, and let's go to product and go to apps. You can see we have many of the GMS flags here. So you need to place the GMS flags here if you want. And if you come to the privilege app, we also have another GMS flags here. So wallpaper effect, everything is all here. So all you have to do, the one you want to include, you just include them by this name. So example, Google one time initializer. Then if you go to the file again, the common vendor file, you just add them. In case you are building a full GMS gap, and then you want to when I mean gaps, I simply mean Google apps, you understand? In case you want to build a full GMS apps, I think you just have to come to the Android. Sorry, let me look for it right now. Let's go into the product folder. There you go. So it's inside the product folder. If you come to the product folder, you come to GMS, you have the full GMS here. So you can just include some of the things you want to include to your core GMS if you want. So this is your core GMS, and then this is your full GMS. So that's how you can go about it of adding your custom GMS. That's just a simple explanation for people who want to do that. So just like that, we were able to do our building flags and our GMS flags. So in the next video, we actually going to learn about the bring up lineage a52q.mk, and then rising a52q.mk. We want to understand the reason why it is lineage, the reason why it is rising, and then we are going to wrap up here. So please make sure you subscribe. Don't forget, you know that already. It's all I need.